my name is Dr. Michael Zaccardi. I'm with the Oiled Wildlife Care Network based at UC Davis in California. And I am actually the program coordinator for the Effects of Oil on Wildlife conference this year. So my entire career has been around oiled wildlife. I've been an oiled wildlife responder now for 30 years. And being at a university, my goal has always been to push the science and to push the information sharing that's so critical in any professional organization, in any professional venture. Us meeting here at the Effects of Oil on Wildlife conference, what that does is it allows us for people throughout the world, organizations and individuals, to come together to share information that they have gained either through research, through spills, through their ongoing activities. Share that with each other so that we can all learn and all really push the science and the efforts possible to help animals in crisis that are affected by oil spills.
My name is Barbara Callahan. I am Senior Director of Response Services for International Bird Rescue. I'm at the Effects of Oil on Wildlife conference because it is really the only conference in the world dedicated to forwarding the work that we do in oiled wildlife. So the colleagues that come and gather every couple of years at this conference usually work full-time in this field. And we strive to share our experiences, our research, and to improve the field. Additionally, it was in Cape Town this year, and I was an original treasure responder 25 years ago. It's nice to be back here.
Sure. My name is Ryan Wheeler. I'm the Canadian Coordinator and Great Lakes Advisor to Tri-State Bird Rescue and Research. So typically that office operates out of Newark, Delaware, and I'm located in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is my 5th Oil Wildlife Conference. I've been lucky enough this year to be selected on the steering committee and help support Tri-State deliver the conference here in Cape Town. And day to day, providing support throughout the conference and taking in some of the most amazing presentations, as well as sort of reflecting on the MV Treasure incident that happened 25 years ago.
My name's Paul Kellaway. I'm the Wildlife Technical Authority for OSRL, who are one of the largest industry-owned oil spill response organisations in the world. And I'm here at the Effects of Oil on Wildlife conference as part of the steering committee. For us, it's the only gathering dedicated to the topic of oiled wildlife preparedness and response. So it's a really vital global gathering that only happens every 3 years. So it's fantastic to be here with all of these different stakeholders from many different sectors, but also many different countries.
My name is Nikki Stander, and we're here at the 15th Effects of Oil on Wildlife conference here in Cape Town, South Africa. I work for SANCOB as the head of conservation, and I've also been performing as the chair of the host committee, so really involved in the organisation and making this conference happen, along with the rest of our team.
So yes, my name is Eric D'Amico. I'm the Environmental Regulatory Manager for ExxonMobil Mozambique Limited. And the Effects of Oil on Wildlife Conference is a wonderful opportunity to meet others that share the same passions about protecting wildlife from oil impacts, and learn from other conservationists, protection, wildlife rehabilitation individuals, and manage what their programs are like for better protection.
My name is J.D. Bergeron. I'm with International Bird Rescue. We're based in the United States. We are one of the co-founders of the Effects of Oil on Wildlife Conference, and I am here to learn what's the latest in oiled wildlife practices and to connect with colleagues from around the world.
So I work with the Wild Neighbors Database Project, and we were invited here by the Oiled Wildlife Care Network out of UC Davis to help represent a program that we've developed to help wildlife rehabilitation organizations around the world collect and maintain patient records on their animals and help them with oil spill response and so forth.
I am Estelle van der Merwe. I'm the Managing Director of Ocean Action Network, and I managed SANCOB during the treasure oil spill. We did a presentation on the collaboration during the treasure oil spill, and that's why I'm here. I'm also delighted that SANCOB managed to get it to Cape Town for the first time ever. It was wonderful.
Mark Russell. I work with International Bird Rescue based in California. Yep. And so I'm here today or for this conference because I've specialized in working with penguins since 1994 following an oil spill. So oil spill rehabilitation is very different than regular rehabilitation, and so I came here in 1994 after the Apollo C spill, and then came back 3 more times, the last one being the Treasure spill, which was probably the least political and the most successful international collaborative effort to rescue penguins, and it was also the largest amount of penguins ever in captivity. I think, to my knowledge, the largest amount of any one species of bird in captivity following an oil spill, and so it was a really special moment in my life and in time. And I think it also brought people together from all over the world that cared about penguins and worked with penguins, not just in rehabilitation, but also in captive collections and in research. And so it created, I think out of that came the Penguin Global Network, or I can't remember the name of it, and they meet every few years now as well, trying to strategize the best way to mitigate damage to penguin populations.
So my name's Michael Short. I'm Director of Asia Pacific Environmental Response based in Australia. The reason I'm attending this conference is really twofold. One is to to connect with people who have similar roles in response, dealing with wildlife and that, and which ultimately means learnings and sharing of knowledge amongst everyone. The second part is that as you're possibly aware, that this year is 25 years since the Treasure spill, and I was certainly here and involved in that event. Forever ago, as it feels like. But that was really a turning point in my career in terms of having a really good understanding about what we could do at a large scale event for oil wildlife response, and it's so special. Even though it's 25 years ago, we still use it as a reference point as to what we can do for large scale events.
My name is Valeria Huopolo. I am here representing IUCA, attending the Effects of Oil on Wildlife Conference in Cape Town. And I am here because I have been working with oiled wildlife for the last 30 years, and in my professional life have attended all these conferences since I started working on oil spills, and I'm happy to be here and meeting friends and here for the anniversary of the Treasure spill, and happy to be here and see everyone.
Marcelo Liceia from the Sea Angels Brazil Institute. We are here to enhance the awareness of the risks for the environment and for the marine mammals and wildlife, and how we can prepare to respond to rescue this marine fauna back in Brazil, and also to exchange experience and understand how the other countries are dealing with major oil spills and marine fauna rescue. So it's about learning and sharing experience and taking back home the preparedness, the planning, and all the needs we have to take online before the day of this tragic event.
I'm Dr. David Roberts. I'm the clinical vet at SANCOB, and we're here at the Effects of Oil on Wildlife Conference. I'm very interested to be here to learn from all the people, all the wildlife experts who've come from all over the world. We've got veterinarians and rehabilitators and oil spill experts, and just being able to talk to my colleagues who do very similar things in different parts of the world and see what their experiences are and share some notes really is very rewarding for all of us. It's been fun to experience what they do and to teach them some of the things that we've learned as well.
I'm Lisa Newpin. I'm the research manager and the ranger coordinator for SANCOB. I'm based in Tableview in Cape Town, and I'm here at the Effects of Oil on Wildlife conference, presenting some research that we've done at our veterinary hospital, which is also based in Tableview. And we do work every day with critically endangered African penguins. And some of those penguins come into SANCOB with terrible injuries, with broken flippers, with broken bones in their feet and legs, and many of them require surgical intervention to treat their injuries. And we were interested in finding out what kinds of factors determine whether or not a surgical intervention produces a successful outcome for African penguins. And as the population declines further across the African penguin population, the need for these critical care interventions becomes more and more important at a conservation level to try and keep breeding numbers higher.
Okay. You happy? Perfect.
My name is Monica Stassen, and I'm the Preparedness and Response Manager at SANCOB. So I'm actually from this beautiful country of South Africa, and I am at the 15th Effects of Oil on Wildlife Conference. It is my first conference, and I'm very excited to be here and to learn a little bit more about what's happening in the world of oiled wildlife response.
I'm Bruce Adkins. I'm from the United States, Washington State, in the San Juan Islands. And the reason I'm here is because I was here 25 years ago with the treasure spill, and I wanted to see the people that I'd worked with then.
Meu nome é Rodolfo Silva, eu sou médico veterinário da EOW Consultoria do grupo Ocean Pact. É de muita importância essa vinda a este congresso, porque aqui nós reencontramos os amigos, a gente conta um pouco da nossa história, da participação nas emergências com óleo que tivemos e de extrema importância para incentivo aos novos que vêm para dar continuidade a esse trabalho.